Hey, what up, guys? It's Grim. We're playing more Clash of Kings mod, some Warband, talking Game of Thrones. Before we get into it, let me tell you what's been going on in my game before we get to recapping this last episode. Okay, well, we've basically kicked ass on everything in the North. I've been playing quite a bit off screen. Well, mainly because I wanted to employ my plan of getting married into Tormund Giantsbane's family and then stabbing the free folk in the back. But my god, it is just the biggest pain in the ass getting a lady to marry you. Oh my god, it's the worst. You have to get to know her and stuff. She's like, I can't marry you. I don't know you. I'm like, what's the problem, baby? Come on. It's no big deal. I know your dad. Your dad loves me. So let's make it happen. She's like, no. And it takes for fucking ever to do that. And it is just the worst, friends. The worst. So, anyway. This is taking a while. We'll probably get to it next week. But in the meantime, the North has been. This is all that's left of the North. And I'm hoping they hold on to dear life because we need people to be at war with the free folk when I inevitably stab them in the back and probably go to war with them. So, in order to facilitate that a little more better, I've started invading the Reach. I didn't know that the free folk were at war with the Reach as well. So I'm trying to, was hit the beehive, bat the beehive, in more or less, yeah, for lack of better words, trying to piss off the Reach, and hopefully, no, this is a big what if, but hopefully they will. I will piss them off to the point where the Stormlands get involved, and they'll go to war with the Free Folk, and then by that time, maybe I'll be married to Munda, and then I'll be starting my own kingdom. Hopefully. That's the plan. I hope it happens next week, but my god, this is taking for fucking ever. Anyway, what happened in Game of Thrones this week? Let's talk about that, shall we? Cause let me say this right off the bat, friends. I watched the show with a couple friends of mine, and they just complain all the time about how boring this season has been, and they were not bored this episode, friends. And this has made me very happy. This was not a boring episode. Well, the last part wasn't boring at all, but oh, you are going to be a problem, sir. Let's just take care of you right off the bat, because you were patrolling around the place. I'm going to invade. Let's just take care of you right off the bat. But anyway, yes, not boring. It was good. This is a good one. I liked it quite a bit. Where do we start? Marine. Tyrion finally gets his audience with Daenerys Targaryen, and he's like, yo, you need an advisor. I can advise super good. And she's like, why don't I just kill you? You killed my family. Your family killed my family. I'm like, well, I killed my family. What's up? And Tyrion has a very good point. He is the most successful Lannister killer out there. I cannot. No, I can't think of anyone that's killed more Lannisters. He's up there. He killed his mom. He was accused of killing. Well, he didn't kill Joffrey. He killed his dad. That happened. Oh, they are charging me. Okay, fellas. All right, that's enough of your shit. Swing and a miss. Oh man, these Reach fuckers. I hate these Reach fuckers. They get. I just thought of a funny name for them. These reach around fuckers. Always doing the reach around. Anyway, yeah, they're like covered in armor and shit. Very hard to kill. And they got tons of cavalry, man. It kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? They also have very good loots though, so that makes me happy. As you can see, Grim of the Boozlands is pretty armor clad at the moment, man. Okay, back to what I was talking about though. Tyrion is talking with Dany, and Dany's like, okay, fine. We need I need an advisor, because she really don't know shit about Westeros, and that is the truth. That is the honest-to-God truth about Daenerys Targaryen. She's badass, she's a conqueror, she's the coolest, but she does not know shit about Westeros. Tyrion does. So, this is a good pairing here, I have a feeling. Very good combination this is going to be. Unfortunately, Dany doesn't feel the same about Jorah. Yeah. I like how Tyrion tried to vouch for him, What'd he say? Oh, this was a good line. I really like this line that he said. A ruler that kills people devoted to her is not a leader that inspires devotion. Yes, that's a truth bomb dropped by Tyrion Lannister. It's good saying. So she doesn't kill Jorah, but he's also still banished. Poor Jorah. Poor Jorah. So he's out of the mix. Maybe. Now, oh yeah, then he goes back to that one dude that bought him. He's like, I want to do the fighting pits. I want to fight in Marine again. I think he's doing some desperate ploy to get into Dany's good graces again. He's super desperate, I know. But, well, that's, I guess Jorah really doesn't have much to lose, does he? He's got grayscale. He's gonna die. I mean, like, what's the mortality rate of grayscale? Like 99%. You're boned if you get it. So, he may as well go all out for the rest of his days, right? Right? I suppose. Now, I have a theory. This could be a spoiler. Well, maybe. I don't know. Well, can we all agree that Jorah's probably going to die? It might not be this season, but he's probably going to drop dead. But I have a feeling this could be a spoiler. So, editing Grim, can you, like, put a spoiler alert up there? Yeah, there you go. So, people that may not want to be spoiled can not listen to this, and then I'll turn off the spoiler thing once I'm done prattling on about this nonsense. But here's my theory. Now, I think Jorah is gonna pull some shit. All right, I think he's gonna go to the fighting pits. If like the grand, what is it? Like the Grand Championship fighting pits for Dany in these upcoming episodes, and shit's gonna go down with Dany, and somehow Jorah is going to like. He's either gonna sacrifice his life for Dany, or maybe do something super fucking noble to get in Dany's good graces again. I think it's probably going to be the former. I have this strong suspicion that Jorah is going to die this season. That's what I'm thinking. I think he's going to go out like a boss, though. Okay, put that spoiler down. All right, we're done talking about that. I'm sorry for people that didn't want to be potentially spoiled. This shit isn't in the book, so I don't know for certain. It's just what I think may happen, okay? Back to what I was talking about, though. Tyrion tells Dany all about Varys. I can understand why Dany doesn't trust Varys. She's under the impression that he's been working for the bad guys to her. The guy. Wait, oh, my lady wants to see me. Okay, that's fine. But really, they don't go into Varys' backstory. I'd like to talk about Varys for a little bit now. Can we talk about? Let's besiege this castle. Prepare the ladders. Do it. Varys is one of the most interesting characters in the book, I think, and then to the show. Though he works for the whoever's sitting on the throne currently, I'm pretty certain he's always been pro-Targaryen. Like, he's all about the Targaryens sitting on the Iron Throne. Like, he's cool with Illyrio. What's his name? Master Illyrio? I can't remember. The dude from way at the beginning of the show, where he had Dany and, what was Dany's brother's name? Viserys? Yeah, he was the one shacking him up. And he's the one that also took Tyrion into his home after he was smuggled from Westeros. Him and Varys are tight. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're both very pro-Targaryen. Varys also, he's like a master, like he's the master of whispers. And he's that for a reason, alright? In Varys' younger days, I think this was after he was cut. Ow, what the shit, you fucker! Okay, I'm sorry. But, he was totally, like, a badass thief. This is truth. He was, like, one of the greatest thieves Pentos had ever seen. Until he found out that he could make more money by finding out secrets about people than by just jacking their shit. Yeah, he got into that trade. Okay, I'm gonna find these motherfucking archers. I have no idea where I'm going in this castle. I've never been to this castle before. Holy shit. It's all different design and shit. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. But he was a super thief. And then, like, I don't know, he was starting to get older and shit. And he started teaching kids about the thieving trade and shit. And those are his little birds. Yeah, and he's just like, he's like a college for spies. He's a professor at the college for spies, if there was ever such a thing. That's Varys. So he's got a lot of shit going on. They don't mention it in the show very much, but very interesting character. I like Varys quite a bit. Okay, enough about that. Kings. Wait, I have other notes. Oh yeah, Tyrion threw out the idea that maybe you shouldn't go back to Westeros, Dany. Nah, fuck that noise. I want Dany to go back to Westeros. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I want Dany to go back to Westeros. I want her to get out of fucking Marine. Marine blows. I mean, it's cool. Holy shit. Okay. Bad news bears. I found out where all the bad guys spawn right here. Well, fortunately, they seem to have forgotten that I exist. That is fortunate for me. Though, I may have to take offense at that because, well, I like my presence being known at all times. Okay, let's go with these other archers. How the shit do I get out of them? But yeah, I want Dany to get out of Marine. Marine blows. Nobody likes her. She should go back to Westeros where people like her. Well, sort of. Some people do. Not very many. More than Marine. Holy shit. Off to King's Landing. Cersei is getting fucked up. No, this is fucked up what they're doing to her. Okay, I'm not a Cersei fan. I don't think anybody is. But locking her up and not giving her sustenance until she confesses, that's fucked up. That's torture, motherfucker. That ain't right, okay? What would Jesus do? Would Jesus do that shit? Nah. Apparently it's cool for the 7-pointed star people or the sept people to torture people like that. Whatever. It's fucked up, though. That ain't right. So, I feel kind of bad for Cersei, but at the same time, she is a total bitch. So, yeah, you can't feel that bad for her. Kevin Lannister is now going to be Hand of the King, which is probably the best decision anyone has ever made ever since Tywin died. Like, Kevin is, like, one of the few remaining Lannisters other than Tyrion that has a good head on his shoulders. So, that's a good thing. Where are these fucking archers coming from? Wait, I just saw it. Oh, you rat son of a bitch. Okay, fella. You're next. You rat bastard. Jeez, they have fucking archers everywhere. I don't even know how my boys are doing. I've been off killing archers this entire time. Anyway. Yeah, Kevin's the smart one. Cersei, not so smart, as demonstrated in the last episode. Alright? I think we can all agree on that shit. Let's see. Tommen is still worthless. Yes. Tommen has now locked himself up, and he is still fucking worthless as shit. What do you know? What do you know? Worst king ever. WWJD. What would Joffrey do? Oh, that's a fucked up thing to say. Alright. And we gotta hear a little more from Arya this episode. I'm happy about that. You don't hear much from Arya anymore. But she's now undergoing some of her badass assassin training. In fact, she has her first mark. She gonna kill. This part wasn't those, by the way, but she's now adopted the persona as, what's her name? Lana or something? Lana! I don't think it's Lana, but that's an Archer reference. But she is now acting like a girl that sells. Oh my God, I'm about to get flanked. That sells oysters at the dock every day. So that should be fun for her. She's like creeping on this dude, pulling a Dexter on his ass. I've been watching a lot of Dexter lately, so I'm drawing a lot of parallels between Arya's mischief and Dexter. She's scoping out the kill, you know, seeing his patterns and shit, seeing what he does, his routine, and then when she figures that shit out, she's gonna swoop in for the kill and shit. It's gonna be great. I'm loving it so far. That other girl was like, she's not ready. She's not ready to kill people. Fuck that. Arya was born ready to kill people. Just like me with this giant fucking sword, hanging out behind these guys while I chop the shit out of them. Oh God, I should move. Time to move. Okay, well that's cool. What else? Oh yeah, this is the impression I get. Like the guy that she has been assigned to kill, I didn't quite understand what he did. Well, the impression I got was that he's like a life insurance guy, except he doesn't pay out when people die. He just keeps the money, which is a total dick move. And I think old Jock and Hagar kind of said it best. Where do people go when they have no other recourse? They go to the Many-Faced Skull. That is true. I mean, if they get ripped off, what are they gonna do? Nothing. All they can do is go to the Many-Faced Skull, which makes me think, you know, they're pretty much the police in Bravos, which is totally badass, which like everyone respects them. Like if you fuck over somebody to the point where they wish you to be dead and hire a faceless man to do it, you done fucked up good. And that's what's keeping all these crazy badasses in line in Bravos. That's the impression I'm getting though. Is that that's how you hold down a bunch of crazy assholes like those Bravosi. Have a city full of assassins. Alright, cool, we did it! Yeah! Way to go, guys! Super proud. I hardly saw you guys this entire time. It's a little upsetting. Alright, I think that's all I want to talk about in Bravos. Winterfell! Who's going on Winterfell? Oh, Sansa is being all pissy at Theon. Because he's kind of a dick. Theon's kind of a dick to her, you know. Kinda murdered her brothers, except he didn't murder her brothers. And that's what Sansa learned this episode. Theon didn't actually kill her bros. So she's mildly happy at that. She's still married to the most sadistic bastard in all of Westeros, which is definitely not a positive. But hey, you got living brothers now. Yay, go Sansa. And then Roose Bolton and Ramsay were talking siege. Is Ramsay Bolton retarded when it comes to sieges? He was like, we should go and beat him up in the snow. Roose is like, are you stupid? Why would we give up this tactical advantage? And then he's all like, I can do it. I'm trying to do it. I can fuck him up, Dad. So apparently he's scheming something where he's going to fuck up Stannis' entire army with just 20 dudes. I got a feeling, friends, that this is where Brienne is going to come back into the picture. I think Brienne's going to pull some shit. Maybe get into Stannis' good graces? Maybe. I don't know. Should we take another place? Fuck it. Let's just take another place. I don't care. I don't even care if the Reach take this place back, to be perfectly honest. Because I'm just, like, trying to piss them off. I don't even care if we take these places, because I'm ready to, defect from these assholes. But, yeah, I think... With 5 heads and no legs, told you to shout at the moon. Surely dreams have to be taken seriously. You should... I shall shout at the moon! Wait, what? I don't even know what just happened. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I think Brienne Tarth's gonna come back in the picture here. She's gonna do something. Anyway, can we get to what all the action was about in this episode? I'm sorry it took me this long, but we saved the good things for last on the Grimbooze channel, right? Right. The Wall, or rather Hardhome, beyond the Wall, where all them wildlings were hanging out. Was this shit not totally badass? Can we all agree? This shit was kinda fucking badass. You know what I'm saying? This whole sequence. Now, I was trying. The first time I watched this episode, I usually watch them twice a week. But the first time I watched it, I was like, "Who is this one wildling leader lady? I should know her because, like, I in this game, I hang out with wildlings. Oh, you're gonna make me build a siege tower? You guys are dicks." But I was trying to figure out who she was because there's a few wildling leaders that are ladies. It was like Morna, White Mask, or there's a couple other of them. But they never mentioned her name, and it kind of upset me because I want to know who she was. Because she was kind of badass, even though she's dead now. Yeah, way to introduce a badass character, then immediately kill her off. Way to go, show. Typical Game of Thrones fashion. But anyway, I was watching this I feel like I got off topic. I was watching this review afterwards, and like the first thing the guy said on the review was like, the choreography in this bout's stupid. I was just like, fuck you, buddy. Are you serious? Okay, let's just take this. Let's think of this practically, shall we? Are you gonna come at me? Lord Artwin. Yeah, I did best your boy. We will fight you to the end, jerk. But this guy was complaining about the choreography. Okay, first of all, let's think of it practically. Okay, this is a giant-ass battle. I think when you have when you're doing battles on a larger scale, some of the choreography has to go out the window. That's just being fucking practical about this shit. Also, your standards are way too high, okay? Last season, with the whole battle on the wall, especially with, they had this one shot when they were battling in Castle Black. It was this pan shot where there was just fighting going on everywhere, and it must have taken, like, I can't imagine they could have done it in one take. If you want to know, just watch the one episode last season where it was just that giant battle. There's this one shot which is amazing, and I feel our standards are way too high for battle sequences in Game of Thrones. We have to remember this is still a show with a budget. Okay, we can't have amazing, like, Braveheart-esque battle scenes every episode, man, so chill the fuck out. Also, they're fighting against whites. Whites aren't exactly Bruce Lee motherfuckers, okay? They're brain-dead fucking zombies. Well, they're not completely... I think they fight better than zombies. Well, they use weapons. So, I don't know why you expect them to fight so well. Anyway, that's just me responding to this asshole on the internet, and I really shouldn't even respond to him by... I shouldn't even give him the time of day, to be perfectly honest. I just wanted to make this practical. Okay, back to the episode now that I'm done venting on this asshole. Jon goes to save the free folk. I love, right off the bat, and this is part of the reason why I like Tormund Giantsbane so much. Right off the bat, they run to the Lord of Bones. The Lord of Bones is like, "What's up? Oh, you prisoner, Tormund? The crowd take you prisoner? I bet you that you sucked dick." And as soon as he said that, Tormund just kicks the shit out of him. Badass! Not only that, he disarmed the son of a bitch, and then just beat the shit out of him with his own weapon. I think he's dead. It wouldn't make me feel bad if he wasn't, because I never liked that guy. That guy's a dick. So, hopefully he's dead. Well, he's definitely dead, especially after that battle. Not walking away from that shit. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I like Tormund Giantsbane so much. Because he don't take no shit, man. You don't fuck around. Well, that was awesome. Let's see. He meets with the leaders and convinces the leaders of the wildlings and tells them, yo, I know we've been at war for a long time, and I know we hate each other, but we got a bigger threat going on, alright? The army of the dead marches upon us all, and we gotta work together and shit, which is convincing unless you're a Thenn. The Thenns are those guys that usually have shaved heads. I think they all have shaved heads. Yeah, they fight with axes, and they eat people. We first met them last season, I believe. But yeah, one of them was like, "Fuck you, Jon Snow! I'm the fucking fan of you, jerk!" And then he gets his ass deaded by a White Walker later on. I'd like to explain the difference between whites and White Walkers, by the way. Whites are like, if you ever read any Tolkien, they talk about whites in like the Lord of the Rings. I know. Holy shit! Okay, someone poked my horse. Not feeling too good. Gonna need a new one. I'm always deadly afraid of fucking up my horse. Okay. But whites are, like, pretty much zombies. Why is my Destroyer lame? Oh, that's no good. I must have got him killed too many times. Sad face. Okay, fine. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. I have a horse on standby just for these sort of occasions. But whites are like zombies. White Walkers are like the commanders of these zombies. As you can see, they can freeze the shit out of most things. If you try to parry their attacks, your weapon will explode into 1,000 little shards, and you will get fucked up and die, as demonstrated by stupid-ass bitch Thenn guy who got owned by one. Yes. And so, Jon now has to fight the guy, and that's when we discover, friends, for the first time. Well, I've known about it for a while. But Valyrian steel can kill the White Walkers. Was that not just the fucking coolest shit ever? When Jon was like, everyone watching was like, "Jon, you're fucked!" He like lifts up his sword. Ting! Block! And just a moment of silence. And then he does a super like spin attack move and kills the White Walker. And shatters him to a million pieces. That shit was so fucking cool. Was that not just the fucking coolest, man? That was the fucking coolest, man. Love that shit. It's moments like those, man, that really make me love the show. And he posed afterwards. Gotta love that. Anyway, shit went pretty south with him at the wall, I must say. Or at the Hardhome. Didn't win. did not win that battle. Well, if you consider walking away from a battle winning, then yes, they did win. Also, I'd like to point out at the end of that scene, you know, all those whites probably could have just, like, gone to the water and jumped their shit, but they were just kind of, like, standing there like assholes the entire time. Like, mean-mugging John. Don't know what that was all about, but I don't know. Maybe just to send a message, just like, suck these nuts, we owned your bitch ass. Kinda like I owned your bitch ass, Orton Merriweather. You my prison bitch! And, yeah. Also, that one White Walker, man, they did the whole, oh, and raised the dead after that fight. That guy's fucking crazy as shit looking. So, yeah. Also, one last thing I want to mention. Dude, how do you even fight an army of undead? Like, I know they're all banding together and they're gonna, like, be pals and try to fight these White Walkers together. How do you kill an army where every time one of your homies dies, it gets added to their army? Talk about an uphill battle. I think there's only one thing that can kill these guys. And that's motherfucking dragons. That is probably the only thing that's gonna kill those sumbitches. So, maybe we'll see some dragons up north in the future. I certainly hope so. That might be their only chance at ever beating these White Walkers. Because, goddamn, they never stood a chance. Anyway, I think that's all I want to talk about. I think the rest of the season is going to be pretty fucking intense, friends. So, I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully next episode, I will be putting forth my plan to destroy the wildlings up north in my game. And hopefully we're at war with the Stormlands as well. Hopefully I get them pissed at the wildlings so they have more people fighting them and it won't be just me. Alright, so I'll see you then. Later!